What's going on, guys? This is your boy Bonnet Man Baje here. Welcome to another episode of A Day in the Life. I'm Bonnet Man Baje. This is my man Prince. We got two special guests for you tonight. We got my man Kemoi, who's a flight attendant, and we got my man Ryan, who works for the #1 booking agency in the world. What's going on, gentlemen? Thank you for coming. How y'all feeling?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's
good.
Pretty good.
You know, Kemoi, I know you're usually a fly person, you know, so I had to make sure I got fly for this episode just for you, man. All due respect. But let's start with you, man. How's everything going with you and your family down in Virgin Islands? I know you're right now in PA. So how is it for you personally and for your family in VI?
Right now, back home, I think it's only one confirmed case. Everything is good. They're still quarantined. You know, staying home, working from home. They're doing good. Besides the fact, like, I don't know if everyone know, but like 2 years ago, we had like 3 hurricanes that hit like simultaneously back to back. So still trying to get the house fixed with that. You know, working hard, sending money down there, helping the house and stuff like that to get everything situated with that. Besides that, they're doing good, just strong. They're keeping me strong. So I can't complain, you feel me? And yeah, I'm blessed, you know.
Amen. How about you, Ryan? I know you're down there in Florida. So what is the atmosphere like in Florida for you? And I also know you're from Barbados. So what's the atmosphere like for your peoples in Barbados as well as your peoples here in Florida?
Well, I'll start with Barbados. It's a little bit rough. It's new, uncharted territories. Pretty much the whole country on some shutdown, curfew. A lot of people get laid off because Barbados is a tourism-driven industry, you know? So
right.
Coming in, no tourism coming in. A lot of the hotels and stuff, restaurants and stuff closing down. So it's a little bit scary in Barbados. But it's the same thing here in Florida too, though. Scary here in Florida. The world shut down, never shuts down. Even hurricanes never shut down. So once it shut down, it was like, whoa, this is serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now we got a curfew, 8 o'clock, and everything closed. rum shops closed. If it's not essential, it closed. So
right.
A little bit rough too, yeah.
Got you. All right. So Kemoi, I'm gonna start with you again. I know, you know, like I said, you're a flight attendant, and like, what was the atmosphere like when you first heard about this, and like, this is something that you realized that, oh, this is serious.
Okay, so when we first heard about it, nothing changed. You know, it was still high time flying. It was a little slow season, so it wasn't too crazy. But in terms of people, because you know, kids is back in school, it's a work season. But when it actually like hit, like I was on a work trip. I was on, I think flight attendant terminology. It's like 2 days, 3 days. You go out for like 3 days, you come back. So I was on my second day, and that's when Trump did the travel ban or stop travel quarantine 14 months. So literally the next day, like just straight, everyone is canceling the flights. There was probably 10 people on my flight. Got back to Philly. It was a dead zone. So I was all confused because I'm working, so I'm not really paying attention to the news because we travel, you know, you do 3-4 flights a day. So when I got back, Philly was a dead zone. There was no one at the airport, no one on the streets. I'm driving home like, yo, what is going on?
Right.
And then, because, you know, they said we had to stay in the hotels. We couldn't really leave because it was the quarantine, you know, we couldn't really leave, basically that's what they're saying. So when I got back and I was driving home, it was just like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I was like, you know, at first I was just like, well, this is, you know, common cold. But now how everything is going on now, it's kind of like, is it really that crazy? Like, I don't know what's going on. So we'll see.
So now for you, Ryan, I know, like I said, you work at the #1 booking agency. What is that like on your end? He's experiencing it when he's seeing like flights are empty and stuff. What is it like on your end? Whereas people are booking with you guys, or like you have a lot of people like canceling and stuff. What's going on?
Well, I don't want to like panic anyone or anything like that. But like 3 weeks ago, you know, early February, we kind of got notice because, you know, we have to make these arrangements. You got to book all these flights, all these hotels, Airbnbs, whatever. So the company, I don't know if I should mention the company, but we were in communication with the CDC and the World Health Organization daily. right? So we kind of got announcements from them daily, like this is a hot zone. This area is a hot zone. Like Italy, we heard about Italy, and it was crazy what we heard about Italy. Like everything was shut down. Flights to Italy, my mom could probably agree on that. Properties in Italy was closing, like shut down permanently, losing money. Everyone canceling. Like my mom said, canceling daily. Hundreds of calls canceling daily, and guests is asking for their money back. And then hotels don't even have the money to give them back because they're already, investing money, spending money, pay bills or whatever. So everybody's just kind of confused and just panicking, like I spent $1,000, like how I ain't get my money, I can't travel. So I mean so what we do is just try to help the guests and try to help the properties, try to negotiate like, all right, we give you 50% back or credit for the future. Just try to keep everybody calm.
So obviously that means that as Kemoi, his workload is kind of diminishing, yours is increasing. So as his diminishes, yours is increasing, because now you said you mentioned you have a lot of calls coming in. You got a lot of calls, people either canceling or asking questions like, oh, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? And damn, that's interesting. So Kemoi, this question goes out both of y'all. What are you guys doing in terms of precautions, personal precautions? Like, are you guys, Kemoi, when you on the plane and stuff like that, are you still like wearing masks? Are you like keeping a certain distance? And like for Ryan, are you working from home now, or like are you, just what are y'all precautions? Go ahead, Kemoi.
I'm gonna go first. Okay, so before it wasn't really anything being done. It was regular routine. After it's like seems like it's getting serious, they start telling us we can wear gloves. That was it. And we it's like, come on now, you feel me? We risking our lives, find these people. Not necessarily to say we are what's it called, like the nurses and stuff like that. First, you know what I'm talking about. First on the line.
Essential employees, first responders.
Essential employees.
Like
yeah. I guess we kind of like that because we still got to go to work. So we were still serving. Like 2 weeks after that, we started saying we could wear masks finally. And now, as of late, we don't serve. So basically, we just on the plane and trying to make sure every passenger is being spread out, especially since it's like empty flights. And we just literally board and we go and any type of drinks or cookies or pretzels and stuff like that, if the one that is upon request, and we will serve that, especially like a long flight. If there's, we of course give them a beverage, but we're not going in the aisles to serve anything. So it's been pretty chill in terms of that. Just cancellations going crazy. They flying us this way because planes have to go this place, but it's been a mess. So yeah.
And for you, Ryan, like what's going on with you?
Well, I think we kind of got alerted early, like I said, in communication with the CDC, that kind of stuff. So I've been working from home now for 3 weeks, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, like me personally, hand sanitizer, I got like a half bottle left. Can't find it nowhere. Like it's like gold now. Can't find it. So I have it in my car. Anytime I have to leave the house, hand sanitize everything. I ain't really getting the gloves, or no, I got a pair of gloves. I got a pair of gloves left back. I had a mask though. Just trying to stay as far away from people and in and out, no lagging. If I need water, that's it. If I need food, that's it. But like we was practicing working from home from the time we kind of heard about it, so we got set up well. And like you said, my workload kind of increased the first 2 weeks. I was blessed, like we had overtime, was able to knock that out. But now it's slow. People ain't really booking, so just a lot of cancellations and just.
So now that everybody basically canceled their stuff, now you don't have a lot of work for people booking their stuff.
Right.
The ones that do book, are they flying internationally or are they flying like locally? Like what does that look like?
So if people still like if they took vacation and they spent their money and they can't get the refund, right? They want to risk it, right? And so we still getting some international flights, believe it or not. But most of it is.
It's 21 hours.
Most is local, but 80% of the calls is still cancellation, still trying to get money back. And believe it or not, most is from the properties, no, the hotels. They
Wow.
they're the ones that need help because they
Right.
pay all this money, they ain't getting no money. A couple of them shut down, Airbnb shut down, so we getting more calls now from hotels than guests.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you mentioned people still going on the trips and their vacations and stuff, regardless. What about you, Kemoi? Did you have any personal vacations planned now that you have to cancel? I know
Absolutely.
you're a man that you're always traveling the world, always posting his pictures
Every
on
month.
Instagram, looking fly. I'm like, man, you make flight attendants seem like the job to have. So like, how's that affected your personal travel?
Absolutely. You know, I travel every month or every other month. I try to, you know, go out the country. So, I know I had planned something in February. I got scared. So I was like, it wasn't really more of the scared of the corona because it wasn't really, it wasn't as serious. It's just flights was getting canceled. And I work for airlines. So I was like, they will leave you like, it's bad, but you know, if they cancel the flight, you're gonna get stuck in the country. So I didn't want to get stuck in the country that I couldn't get home. So like all my flights, my birthday's June. I'm like, I don't know, you know, my last birthday I was in like Bali, Thailand, all that. So this birthday I want to do it big, go to Africa or something like that, but I doubt that's happening. So yeah, it's been personally, it's been bad. We've been home just not doing nothing besides me going to work. But yeah.
And what about you, Ryan? Any plans you had this summer coming up?
Yes, listen, I finally got the job, right? That perks galore, all right. Discount with hotels, discount with flights. They pay you to travel because they want you to experience places and you know what I mean, the whole travel thing. So like, I already had a trip to Cancun booked in June. Was looking at another one in Jamaica. Was looking for something in Puerto Rico too. Actually, I booked a trip from some family friends from Puerto Rico. That had to get canceled too. Yeah, cause we could share the discount, you know. So and like, bruh, so upset. Cause besides going back and home to Barbados, I ain't really like travel like your mind. I mean, he going to Bali. Bali's small to him, you know. He said he wanna do it big. He said already been to Bali. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So I've only been to Barbados, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. So yeah, like I was looking forward to Cancun, looking forward to Puerto Rico and Jamaica, like, and pretty much like half off, right? Like, and know everything canceled. I was like, shot.
Man, I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine. And I could just, you know, end by saying this. I just hope that, you know, sooner rather than later, this all goes to pass, you know. But wrapping up, I just want to say to both of you guys, thank you so much for coming out. I want to implore you to continue to stay safe out there, especially you, Kemoi, with you still being working and stuff. Please stay safe. Thank you for your service or whatever the case may be. Ryan, same goes for you, man. Thank you for your service. And gentlemen, once again, just thank you for coming out. You know,
like that.
This is a day in the life. Please like and subscribe. These people had a story to tell. We have a story to share. You know. So once again, thank you for coming out. This is another episode of Day in Life. It's your man, Bonnet Man Baje. We out.
All right.